So today we are in London, Kentucky. We are visiting McHargue's Mill, the Library of Mountain Millstones. They have a large collection of millstones. As far as I know, it is the largest known to man collection of millstones. It's pretty cool. This is in London, Kentucky. McHargue's Mill. There's all kinds of things to see here. There's ducks. There's the replication of the mill. Really beautiful Kentucky nature. So it's going to be pretty cool to see all this. So starting off here, we have the Help Keep Wildlife Wild. Just some, feeding the wildlife and waterfowl is prohibited. So do not feed the ducks if you come here. Do not do that. Just don't do it. There's reasonings why. Go ahead and pause the video if you are interested in reading any of that, because I don't think you want to hear me read all that. And then we come over to McHargue's Mill. Sign right here welcoming you to McHargue's Mill. Once again, the Library of Mountain Millstones. Big library of them. And of course we have a trash can. Don't litter. Throw your trash in there. So coming up to the first plaque on the left, all the ducks are over there. Coming up to the first plaque on the left, the people went and gathered it and ground it in mills. I don't think you guys want me to read all this, so once again, any of these plaques, go ahead and pause the video. The quality is 4K, so I know it's a pretty good screen capture. Pause the video and read all that if you want. Coming up to the second plaque, Millstones Through the Ages. So it definitely shows some progress or process of milling. The uncommon cone shaped under runner stones, and this type it is the bottom stone that turns. Some Indians and earlier pioneer families used a mortar and pestle to pound corn into cornmeal. And here we have the library, is what they call it, or large collection of millstones, and these are all original. See the grooves? Many different shapes and sizes of the millstones. That one is really small right there. Coming up to the third plaque, dressing a millstone. Those grooves I was just talking about are called the furrow, and that is the land. They were dressed by hand with special picks, each steady stroke removing a tiny chip from the stone. This was a tedious process that could easily take several days depending on the size and condition of the millstones. Wow. Different dressings there. And I believe this is the final plaque. Where did millstones come from? Here it talks about where they come from. So if you're interested in reading all that, go for it. Pause the video. It's right there for you. But if not, we'll talk about it a little bit. The earliest American grain mills were equipped with millstones imported from Europe. Across the path to your right, you may have noticed 2 large millstones that have been pierced together from smaller rock segments. These are French burrs, composed of rock from famous century-old millstone quarries near Paris, France. Oh, that's another thing. We do have a Paris, Kentucky here too. I think it's pretty interesting. So I live in London, Kentucky, and then there's a Paris, Kentucky. Kind of reminded me. Any copperheads in there? No idea what this is, but it does open. McHargue's Mill. As far as I know, this is just a replica of the old mill from back in the day, but still pretty cool to see. Definitely pretty cool to see that, even though this is a reproduction. That even might be a reproduction, I'm not too sure. But as far as I know, the building is reproduction. Still pretty cool to see, and having seeing all these millstones. I don't think I've ever even seen a millstone before. And now, here's all of them, so pretty cool. The millstones, they are authentic. Those are real. These are not reproductions because this is the largest, as far as I know, this is the largest collection known to man. Yeah, as far as I know, this is the largest collection of them. This almost looks like a mailbox of some sort. Like the fancy houses where they have like a replica of their house. That's what it looks like. I don't think we can go in there. Could definitely stealth camp there. Just kidding. Or am I? Actually, could easily access it. Could definitely stealth camp there. It might be hard to get out. Could definitely get down there, but it might be hard to get out. That looks like a, almost looks like a guillotine. But it looks like a, I don't even know what this would be for. I have no idea. But it almost looks like a guillotine, like it would just, that little piece down there would just go. I think it's just like a door. You'd crank that, door would come up, and yeah, I have no idea. Don't listen to me, because I have no idea. I'm just here for the scenery and showing you guys. It's pretty cool. And there's ducks. There are ducks here. Oh, yep, here's the duck, some of them. There's more ducks over there. Hey, ducks. Ducks are just, they're just chilling, they're vibing. It's a nice day here in Kentucky. Yeah, it's like 72, 70. I think the temperature's going to drop tonight though. The past few days we've had rain. But it's a pretty decent day here in Kentucky. And on top of that, we're in November. Today is November 17th. My birthday is in 2 days, November 19th. And we have this kind of weather, so it makes it pretty nice how we're in November and we have like a 70-degree day. So I don't know, I think it's pretty interesting, but the nights are pretty cold. Like last night got like in the 34, 33, I think it was, my temperature gauge said in the house. But I don't know, I just think it's kind of crazy. We're in November and we're getting some decent weather. There's another duck. Well, I guess I'm about to wrap up the video. The sun is going down. But the trees look really, really nice. All kinds of them just... I mean, I know they don't have no leaves. We're in November here. So, it's no secret, well, you guys don't know, that I do live in Kentucky now. Haven't been uploading on here because I've been making frequent trips this year. Keep in mind, January of this year, 2024, we're in November now, was the first time I ever came to Kentucky. First time ever. Made a trip down here. It was snowy. We got a cabin in Burnside, Kentucky. Snowstorm hit. Totaled my car. Lost my car. That was bad. Ended up getting a new car, Toyota Sienna, which I love. Love Toyota. I had Toyota Yaris, and I love that thing dearly. 2008, I had like, I think I had like 250,000 miles on it, I believe. Love that car. Great car. Totaled it. Only had liability insurance, so nothing got covered or anything. Ended up getting a new vehicle, but this is like, doesn't really matter. Anyways, got a new vehicle. Was making frequent trips down here all year. East Kentucky by Prestonsburg, Salyersville, stayed a couple nights in Lexington, even though I didn't want to live in a major city. Stayed a couple nights in Lexington. It was nice to experience the city and everything, the big city. But I know that's not what I wanted to really. I want to be out in the country. But baby steps. I'm still in a town, small town. I like it here. London, Kentucky, really beautiful, all kinds of cool things to see and do, but my heart is still set on moving out to the country because that's what I grew up with in Ohio, is being out in the country. But baby steps, becoming a Kentucky resident makes it a lot easier to get houses because we were like 6 hours away, and I would travel down here I lost track of how many times we came down here. Lost track of how many times. But yeah, first time coming down here was January of this year. And came down multiple times to look at houses, different parts of Kentucky, and landed here in London. Set on this, and I like it here. I think I want to get a house out in the country here in London. It's really beautiful, it's nice, and you're not too far from things. Like, I'm like 35-40 minutes from, it's a bird. I'm like 35-40 minutes from the Tennessee state line. So not too far away from that. Like an hour 10 off I-75 from Lexington. If you do want to go to the big city, Richmond, Bucky's is like, I think like 35 minutes away or so, 35-40 minutes away off I-75. So I'm not too far from things. But I like it here. I love it here. I'm happy. We go to, you know, we took Presley, my daughter, to trick or treat. She loved that. I'm happy here. We love it here. So no more Ohio videos. I said off camera when we was in the process of moving down here. That's why I haven't been uploading. I've just been busy with moving. But we've been here for about a month now. I said the only way I'll go back up to Ohio is if one day I make a ton of like money on YouTube, and I doubt that'll ever happen. But like if I ever make money on YouTube, like where I can comfortably just go up to Ohio and not have to worry about anything, and like do videos up there, because there's a lot of things in Ohio that I did not film. I lived in Ohio for 27 years of my life, and I turned 28 in 2 days. So do I miss it? No, I don't miss it. I mean, there's nothing holding me in Ohio. No family or anything that was holding me there. So that is the only way that I would go back up to Ohio, is if I just made like amazing money here on YouTube, and it would just made it worthwhile to go up there and do videos. Other than that, there's nothing in Ohio for me. That's all in the past. But yeah, London, Kentucky, very beautiful. Flatlick Falls, that video that I did, I think is 4 months ago. We weren't living here in Kentucky yet. That's why I said all this happened so quick. I knew I was set on wanting to move here, and I knew it was possible because the cost of living here ain't nothing really different than Ohio. Actually might be a little cheaper. I'm not too sure on the numbers yet, but it's not real expensive at all, at least not in the area I'm in. Yeah, so it was definitely worth it coming here. Bills are cheaper for us, so. But yeah, Flatlick Falls, the video I did, I believe is 4 months ago. That's only like 25 minutes away. There's this beautiful waterfall. There's things to see here in Kentucky that make me happy. Ohio, I just was never happy in Ohio. Never was. There's all kinds of things to see and do here. So be looking forward to that. I know I've said that in the past, but honestly, guys, I was running on empty in Ohio. I just could not stand it. Not happy at all. But Kentucky makes me happy. I actually feel happy. So be looking forward to videos on waterfalls, things like that, because we're all going to experience it together. There's a lot of really cool things to see here in Kentucky. And like I said, I'm only about 35-40 minutes from Tennessee state line. The Welcome Center is down there. I want to go check that out. There's like a trail I want to show you guys. I've never been there, but I did research. Been doing all kinds of research. And there's bridges where I can magnet fish. Now, metal detecting, I don't think I'm going to be doing a whole lot of that here, because I know a lot of the grounds are like sacred grounds where they don't want you like digging up, because there's a lot of Civil War history that happened here. All kind of Kentucky markers, and I don't know, I gotta look more into it, but magnet fishing seems to be the way to go. I'm not gonna sit and say I'll never metal detect here, but don't be looking forward to any of those videos. Magnet fishing, oh yeah, I've been doing all kinds of recon and just looking up research on bridges, and there's some pretty cool ones. Cumberland River, I think this is Little Laurel. I'm not going to magnet fish here or anything, no. This is a wilderness park. But yeah, be look forward to the videos because they're coming. I haven't filmed them yet, but I've been really looking at a lot of things. And like I said, Tennessee, it's only like 40-45 minutes away. So be looking forward to videos from there too. Dollywood is like, I think 2.5, 3 hours away. So I've never been there, but that'll be pretty cool to go and go and see and show you guys. But man, I love Kentucky. Really nice here. But that's going to wrap up today's video. The sun is going down over there, South Kentucky. I love it here. I'm happy. I really am. That wraps it up for today's video, guys. If you guys haven't already, make sure that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up if you have not already. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.